Nationals where we saw Rise Nation win 7-0. It tastes like berry flavored wind sauce and much more. I'm your boy Billy, and I'm here with Stokes. We have our second match of the day currently coming up.
I don't think I can talk to you right now. I don't know. Yeah, we do, though. It's going to be Chips E. Guac versus S7ven Spades, or as you like to say,
S7ven Spades. Blue said that, and it's stuck in my head ever since.
Dude.
I can't get it out.
I don't know, but I will tell you one thing, though. S7ven Spades had an extremely good game against Dark Zero last week on Cafe, where we saw things get flipped on their head just a little bit. But speaking of 7 Spades, we're going to get them up on your screen right now. It's Nosk, Mean, Sonar, Throw, and Motive.
Sonar is disgusting. Sonar and Nosk
He's a pretty good player.
Sonar and Nosk are ridiculous at this game when it comes to slaying, and Sonar is the type of player where he's always in the right place at the right time. His game sense, his map presence, and awareness is always on point. He's always applying pressure. I love watching him play, man. He's going to be an X factor for me on this roster.
Yeah, he was actually an X factor for them against Dark Zero last week, where they ended up losing in overtime after Dark Zero kind of had a wake-up call after they got 5-1 on defense, which is something that does not happen on Cafe, but then they ended up bringing it all the way back to win 6 straight.
That's insane.
And some crazy Montang plays and everything else, and it was definitely a time to be alive, let me tell you.
Yeah, and this team, they should be sponsored by Chipotle if they make it. It's going to be Chipsy Guac. It's going to be Temper, Rudy, my man, Billboard, Michael, and Zest. And yeah, beautiful picture. See, that food looks so good right now.
Dude, don't even mention it. Why are you doing that right now?
Let's get sushi tomorrow. So,
know what? I'm down. Let's get it.
We've seen these players before, and they're really good. Billboard, he's an ex-professional player. We've seen him the first stage of USN, where he was teaming along with the likes of Vaughn, and that team, they almost won in their side of the bracket, but unfortunately, they fell short. Billboard is a problem as well. He's a standout player, and I love watching his gameplay.
I do as well. Again, here's the thing. Billboard's been around the scene for an extremely long time, and it seems that he just never can get the pieces around him to make it as far as he wants to go. It's very, very difficult to watch that happen over and over again. So we'll have to see if finally he can do something with it, but we'll have to figure out where we're going first.
Are you psychic? Are you feeling good about this? What map we playing on, man?
We haven't played Consulate yet.
We haven't? All right, this just looks so fake now. See, so the first 2 episodes, you and I, we played it off well. I think now it's so obvious.
Well, I never know the map, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I am 200 IQ.
300.
Okay, look, chat, realistically, there's like 4 maps that we play on USN. Coastline,
seriously.
Clubhouse, Consulate, and what's the map that we just played? Bank. Thank you. Gosh bless.
Bank. Yeah.
Anyways.
But by the way, this looks so dope.
It's great. It's great. Anyways, let's figure out what you guys think at home. It's time for the community vote. So we're going to get that up on your screen. 68% for 7 Spades, or S7ven Spades. Then Chips E. Guac with 32%. So I think that's definitely fair. They already squared up last week, and it did not fare very well for Chips E. Guac.
So what happened? I didn't watch that matchup. I was too busy traveling.
It was 7 Spades ended up winning it 7-5.
Wow.
So
that's really close.
Yeah, if I remember the scoreline correctly, as well as I think that Dark Zero game, it was either just into overtime or they ended up winning it in relegation, just max relegation.
I was saying the past 3 weeks, this is 7 Spades' second or third appearance actually here at USN, so they know how to make it this way.
Yeah, this will be their third.
So
because you guys casted them for the first time, and then I've casted them now twice. So 7 Spades gonna have first ban here. Blackbeard removed on Consulate. 2 peas in a pod, basically. It's something you want to do. Blackbeard is really good on this map. There's a lot of window play, which means there's a lot of Blackbeard play.
Yep. And 7 Spades, you see their ban. That was for Chips E. Guac. It's going to be Capital. All right, so that makes a lot of sense. On defense, what are you expecting on defense?
Defensive bans?
Yeah.
You remove Echo. Like, you have to remove
After
Echo.
what we just saw,
you got to get rid of the man. He is something that you don't want to deal with. You can leave up Mira on Consulate. This is one of her worst maps. Again, Mira's good on every single map, but on the spectrum, this is one of her worst maps. So you can leave her up. We're going to have Echo banned out. Next ban, I would say, might be Maestro. There's a couple of different ones that they can really go with. I'm going to say, just because it's 7 Spades, I'm going to say it's either Maestro or Mira.
I'm going to say Mira. Definitely. So, 2 seconds left to go.
Or Valkyrie.
It's going to be
Pulse. Okay, that makes sense.
I said Pulse, man.
Shut up.
So there you have it.
Oh my God, no. That's a smart band though. Pulse on Consulate is an insane op. He's an insane op on anything that has multiple floors. Like 2 floors is pretty easy. You can play like Valkyrie or just use defaults to really recognize out really what's going on around the map. But on this map in particular, Pulse just makes it so damn easy, man. You're that cardiac sensor, you're able to literally just walk along the first floor, and you can literally coordinate your entire team from one bit of utility. So not a bad ban. Also going to leave Valkyrie up so you can have a information presence outside. So again, as you talked about last time, you talked about winning the ban phase. I would think that S7ven Spades definitely won this ban phase. That's what I'm thinking right now. They got rid of Capital, got rid of Blackbeard. They don't have the Echo, but again, you still have Maestro, which we see being used, and Pulse gone, and you're not going to have to worry about that on attack. If you have a good Valkyrie player, this is going to be extremely easy for you. Also, with Valkyrie being on the field, you want to see her 6-picked every single time. You do not want to see her brought just bold-faced. You don't want to see that because all that is just a call sign for the offense to 6-pick to an IQ, and that's not something that you want to happen. Especially with Echo off the field, there's definitely a lesser margin for her to get picked up. IQ is still definitely good, especially on console because you can go underneath, and there's so much utility you can get rid of for free because practically all the floors on the top floor are wooden, so you can get rid of ADSs, Legion mines. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do.
And you saw it on the bottom left side of your screen. I'm going to give a shout out to Marcio. He is the spectator. I played him in ranked today, and they cheated and beat me, but we're going to talk about that later on. Jumping right into this game, taking a look at the operators that were chosen for Chips and Guac.
I didn't know Marcio was also silver. That's crazy, man.
Shut up, okay? Shut up.
Got them both.
All right,
got them both.
Now, the operator usage that I see for Chipsy Guac, I really like. The Nomad and what's her name?
Gridlock.
Gridlock. Yes, I had a brain fart. I love the duo that they bring because Nomad is anti-roam.
As well as Gridlock.
Right, same with Gridlock. When it comes to clearing out roams and just having your back covered, both of them are so good. But not only that, Gridlock's utility is Gridlock actually didn't bring the smoke grenades, which is interesting. Usually we see her bring smoke grenades.
All right.
I believe she has a breaching charge.
Complete honesty, I think it's a breaching charge. I've never seen somebody use her secondary utility. So I'm going to assume that it's breaching charges because I've never seen her use a Claymore, and it would make sense for Ubisoft to give her a Claymore. So I'm going to say it's breaching charges. But moving on from that, Chips and Guac moving a little bit more quick. That's good. They're going to have to worry about, once again, as Veli was talking about, the roam denial that Chips and Guac is bringing. It's going to be that Nomad as well as the Gridlock. And yes, it is going to be breaching charges, but...
You know what I'm waiting to see?
What's up?
I'm waiting to see on stream someone get knocked back from an air jab onto a track stinger or something like that.
Dude, it's happened plenty of times. A lot of the times the teams will actually stack them because the air jabs actually don't break any of the track stingers. So it just knocks them back once again. It makes roaming extremely difficult. They're going to recognize that out early on. That's what's going to be going on. There's really no point in flanking. Might as well just take the heads-up gunfights and try to win it out. Chips and Guac already has quite a few of these angles established that they need to try and take things over. Bad thing is, though, they brought Thermite, and that's going to make things a little bit more difficult. First kill will come through for Chips and Guac. It's going to be the Valkyrie moved off the board. No more Nitro Cell, but can still run those black eye cameras. Now, since they do have the Thermite, they cannot pressure this flag hallway unless they kill out the man that's more than likely going to be holding down bathroom. They have him. It's Nosk playing Maestro on the deployable shield. So since they do have that Thermite, he cannot motion up through flag hallway, whereas if you had Habana, you could just put the X-Kairos pellets on to try and get some pressure onto meeting. Now this is going to make things extremely difficult for the Mexican brand team.
All right, and shooting down a little barricade. And the flashbang coming in a projector, that means that the pressure is going to be coming on Motive. Throwing out a little nade, he's unable to connect, and the gunfire is definitely coming through with 30 seconds left to go. So S7ven Spades. Let's see how they're going to do it here on defense so far. Michael pops Noski on the head, and a little bit of a back and forth between both teams, and S7ven Spades. They're down 2-3. Chipsy Guac currently up. They have Zofia and Nomad on their end, which is going to be absolutely big in regards to the utility that they bring. And underneath 10 seconds, Mean is able to get on a nice shot on Michael. He's able to get a double kill. Rudy gets dominated, and S7ven Spades clutch it up. They're going to win round number 1.
Rudy, you got to win those, buddy. You got to win those, man.
He got roast start. That was really bad.
That was
He had no business winning that fight.
he really
that second
didn't.
kill.
Yeah, like
At all.
I usually don't say that stuff really pretty lightly, but man, you legitimately just got mossed on. Like it's just that's not good. That's well, I will say one thing: SMG 11 in close range like that. If you're even able to hit the torso and rip, man, that gun is it's so good.
So that
So
round
very good.
is so tough because
It was a battle of
Spades-
attrition, man. Battle of
Right.
attrition.
7ven Spades, they gave up so much real estate to Chipsy Guac. They gave him the admin office and gave him, all types of rotation holes to work around and get angles into the site. But the main problem was the fact that Chipsy Guac couldn't get rid of motive over in projector. Flashbangs came in, they weren't able to rush in and get rid of the kill. So it's like, okay, you're wasting all of this utility, but you're not acting on it, which was pretty odd to me.
I think the switch up that was needed there for Chips and Guac is that they had the presence now for Flag Hallway because you got rid of the Maestro. You killed him. The only person that can possibly peek you now is going to be the smoke inside of console office or from the connector. So when you're pressuring it, because you know he's going to be throwing Toxic Babes over towards the top of admin stairs, pressure Flag Hallway, get up to the rotate, have someone hold the cross, make sure that smoke does not put pressure on Flag Hallway, have somebody try and kill the Legion. Because that's really all they needed. They just needed Legion gone, and then you have a free plant. You just have to hold down Flag Hallway, and the smoke really doesn't have anywhere to go after that. But again, they didn't really have a focal point on which they were trying to attack. Again, it was more or less meeting, but they tried too much to spread it out, especially with it being a 3v2. All it took was for one of the pins to fall, and that's exactly what happened. Then 7ven Spades was able to pick them apart.
And Chipsy Guac, I don't know if they knew that Motive was all by himself and projector, but Motive was vulnerable. The first blood that was given to Chipsy Guac on Valkyrie was absolutely big, and they could have went out yet another number, but when the refrag started coming in left and right, 7ven Spades looking at a 2v3, and that was just great gameplay coming in from the SMG 11 play. So coming in around number 2, underneath 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Billboard's going to be doing a little bit of drone work. You see a C4 planet to stop the run out happening towards bottom yellow, and moving in, he's going to see if he can pick up a straggler or two that's currently roaming. You got to start from top to bottom when it comes to clearing out these sites and getting to that garage.
I will say this, I absolutely love seeing young teams like this perform this well with just, their utility usage and map presence and knowing exactly what they want to handle inside of maps. Chips and Guac are doing a fantastic job of that. They're establishing very early on, okay, this is how we want to take things, this is what we want to establish, this is where we're going to use track stingers to lock this down. And it's very, very nice to see. Again, comparative to the last map where it was more or less like, hey, we got control, but then we really didn't know what we wanted. It's very, very refreshing to see. But again, we're going to start things off, and it's going to be Sonar taken out once again.
All right, Temper also picking up yet another kill. So Chipsy Guac, they're going to have 2 players off the board. 7ven Spades, currently without Mozzie and also Sonar. 2 players that are extremely valuable when it comes to roam presence. And with them being out the game, Chipsy Guac, they know that the defense is going to be mostly on site. But Michael currently peeking around lobby. He's not going to be able to connect momentarily, but the exothermic charges were successful. So a little bit more drone work. You have enough time on the clock. The main focus is clearing out this garage, pushing him back further so we can get the objective down, back up, defend it, and hopefully win around this time around.
All right, well, they have all the angles in the world now, and that Super Shoddy doing some work. Nitro Cell by Motive, though. Quick throw and quick explosion to take out Temper. That's actually going to be a pretty big pick, but the tracks have already all been used. It will allow Nosko to rotate up Spiral, and now has presence inside of Piano. Does have to worry about Michael that could possibly be pressuring him, but Michael's oblivious, and Michael gets taken down by Nosk and that SMG 11. 28 seconds left. Plenty of time for them to be able to do something, but this vertical pressure is definitely going to punish them. Zest now going for the plan, but he's going to get quickly found out. A couple shots from Nosk, but Rudy will trade it out. Making it a 2v2. Now somebody's going to have to don the mantle, but as we know, sub-minute times always on the side of the defense. They have to do something. Somebody's going to have to go through that animation. Quick moves now from Chips, Guac. They have to try and find this frag. Motive with a quick move, though. Recognizes out exactly where that last man is. He picks up the diffuser, has to go for the plant, but that's going to be it. The Thatcher's been down. Easy cleanup for 7ven Spades, and he's just going to quit it. Doesn't want that death in his line. But 7ven Spades, their roaming really hasn't been working, okay? But what has been working is their backbone and their ability to adapt. Very, very nice plays coming out from 7ven Spades from their site presence, especially with being able to call mute for the rotate. That was very smart, recognizing out that, hey, they don't have any presence to lock us down on Spiral. This is where they didn't use tracks. There's no air jabs here. again, if you allow any leak on that box, they're going to try and find a way out. And that's exactly what Nosk did. It also helped out that the man inside of Piano had died due to a nitro cell. 3 armor, 1 speeds still don't work very well when they're standing on top of a nitro cell.
And it was unfortunate because I would say Chips and Guac, they were punished for not having their drones available at the time, because when that other player came into Piano after the nitro cell killed the first one in Piano, Nas was able to just get a clean kill. Saw that player just lean walking into Piano, and he was just oblivious that Nas was holding down that domain. So easy kills came in. Nas was able to pick up yet another one that came through the broken floor, and that was big for 7 Spades.
Marcio, can you show me that one more time, please? Thank you, sir. As you guys can see, Motive, Mean, and Nosk have all of the kills for 7 Spades. Throw and Sonar are the roam game for them. They haven't done a single thing. This is what I talk about when I'm saying that you have to lean on your backbone. The job of your roamer is not to get kills. I know that sounds weird, but it's not. Their job is to waste time. Granted, these two really haven't been doing the best job of that. They've been dying pretty early on. A minute 30 seconds is like the minimum for a roamer to waste, because that's right when they start applying pressure to the site. And 7 Spades has been falling apart on their roam game. Now, minute, sub-minute, that's really where roamers start to thrive and go, okay, I did my part. You know what I mean? I might have died, but I did my part. 7 Spades' actual site setup, extremely impressive. The backbone of the team is there for sure.
All right, a little bit of bathroom work being done with 7 Spades as Nas is going to hold that down with Maestro. I wonder where the Evil Eyes actually went. Michael's going to peek through this window right before jumping in immediately. They know that 7 Spades is going to give him this territory. So just like the first round, they're going to go ahead, dominate, show off their presence, and hopefully they can pick up an early pick or two like they've done in the last 2 rounds. It's all about closing out, which is going to be big for them.
That's what they got to do. They got to capitalize, Veli. They have to be able to do something with it. Again, you can get all the kills in the world, but unless you win that round, they do not matter. There's not a single impact frag there. So, that being said, Chipsy Guac starting things off relatively the same as when they attack the top floor. Very creative angle here by Motive, but does not bag too much with it. Nosk is going to get really, really aggressive behind his deployable shield. Moves up and decides to fall back. Sonar finally finds his first frag. And it's going to be on the admin stairs, cleaning up Temper. It's going to be the Buck. So no more frag grenades, but a quick shot from Billboard as he is going to be playing console windows. Start things off right. Taking down Nosk, no more Evil Eye play, and that Alder removed off the field. Throw looking to get aggressive as well.
With the pressure microaggression coming from Billboard, he's definitely making sure that his presence is known. And throwing out a Toxic Bait, we're going to have that going down to stop the attack where there's really not much going on. So you could say it's kind of a waste of utility, but still, it is a factor. It's still holding Chipsy Guac back. Now pushing down to a minute and 10 seconds. Sonar's trying to get a nice little angle because he knows that there's a player on the pill somewhere outside. He just doesn't know exactly where yet. And Billboard over near front door, he's clearing out something. I'm pretty sure they know there's a roamer down. Yeah, they're looking for throw. They're hunting throw currently before they get right to the site, and they haven't had an issue when it comes to cleaning out roamers yet. This could be a big play. If he runs out,
there's got to be a Claymore out there, but no, it's going to be Rudy, and that's going to be a double for Sonar, starting to warm things up. A quick shot by throw as the roamers are definitely showing their presence now. Billboard trying to pick up the pieces, but quite a bit of damage done to him. It's only him and Zesty left alive. His throw is going to throw his body outside, finds Zest. It's all left up to Bill. That's going to be a triple for him in the round. Has 2 to find now to make it an ace and to pick up the first round for Chips and Guac. Only 24 seconds for him to possibly do something. He does have the diffuser in his hand as well, but not very much health to try and get that diffuser down. Chooses to rotate across all the way over to yellow. Still barricaded though, so they're more than likely going to know of his presence. And yep, Doc is ready. Quick shots, and that's going to be it. Actually, it's going to be Mean to take things, clean them up, wrap it up with a nice bow on yellow, and that's going to be yet another round for 7 Spades. Perfect rotation by them. Lobby, upstairs, downstairs to lobby, and now they're going to do it all over again. Are we going to have back-to-back 7-0s?
I mean, it pretty much looks like it. The only reason why that round was extremely close is because of Billboard's patience over outside. He was waiting for the run-outs. I don't know if he was waiting for the run-outs or just waiting for the right pick when he was looking through front door over on this map. But, yeah, he got the triple kill by doing that, and then, next thing you know, 7 Spades cleaned up. Shout out to Sonar and Piano. That kill was big for his team.
Massive.
Yeah, there was a few trades that went through, but 7 Spades got the best of it. Chipsy Guac never really had a presence inside of the building, which was the major factor in that round.
And this is what I'm going to say about that. If you notice, because again, I know that spectating this, and especially at home, you guys are like, okay, it's kind of hard for me to grasp everything that's going on. Pay attention to the silhouettes through the walls and how people are playing off of each other. when things came down to, you know, 4 people remaining on 7 Spades, 4 people remaining on Chips and Guac. Chips and Guac still remained pretty spread, which is fine on the attack. But on the defense, they started a motion towards each other. Why did they do that? They're trying to play off of each other to play for those trade games in case somebody dies, or you team shot somebody. That's known in a lot of FPSs, especially where you have a lot more health and time to kill is a lot longer. You want to get those team shots going off. 2 people peek the same person from different angles. Unless that guy is literally a god that is named Cantor Raketti, you're not winning that. You're just not going to win that. It's extremely difficult to win those kind of fights. So 7 Spades is playing things to a T right now, even with very large impact frags coming through from Chips and Guac early on. Like last round, Maestro was the first one to die. You no longer have control of your Evil Eyes. They can't move. Also, you lose the best gun, arguably, on the defense.
You're right. So Chips and Guac on attack once again, looking to pick up their first round. It's been close, but, you know, hey, got all the chips, no Guac. Not able to come out with a win. So 2 minutes. That wasn't even a
like
joke. That was just, oh, I mean, they're struggling. Still close rounds, but just not able to pull out the W. So a little bit of drone work over in W. Billboard making sure that this piano area is entirely clear. With a hatch open, he was able to pick up 1 player, 1 roamer. So with that intel being given on his end, he's going to go ahead and try that. He's going to test it. You see the outline. He's shooting down that barricade. He has another drone he's going to put the use in. Oh, if the run out.
Oh, no.
The run out comes. Oh, no, it's not. He's going to back up.
Gotta get up there, Bill. Come on, Bill.
Try again.
Those calisthenics. Those calisthenics, man. Throws using that AUG 83. Haven't seen that quite a while on Cade. Quick shots by Michael as he's going to get met with a trade. This is what we were talking about earlier. Motive's going to actually flank him as the call out comes at the Mantis bench. And that's going to be 3 people dealing with the same person. That's what I'm talking about. The team play from 7 Spades is extremely high. They've been doing a very good job of that. But Temper will actually end up finding Throw, who is crawling almost lifeless, but is now definitely dead on yellow. So that's going to, again, put Chips Guac in the lead on man count. But as we've seen, it really hasn't worked out for him just yet.
Yeah, we see 7 Spades expanding a lot of players that we believe to be anchors. You know, a lot of these 3-2 speeds, they're mostly off-site. So Chips Guac, they've done a great job at picking them off earlier on in the round. But once again, it's going to be all about what do you do underneath that 1-minute mark. Moving in towards yellow stairs. It's going to be Billboard and a little bit of pre-fire. The intel is there. They know exactly where the player is. And Noski knows that there's going to be one coming. Billboard. He is going to fall victim to the out of 5.56, and now the odds are currently even. 7 Spades, they're able to take out 2 players along with Chips Guac, doing the exact same earlier on in the round.
Some great utility uses there by Temper as well to force the Maestro to move. Quick shot by Motive, though, on the flank, as once again, there's no one home holding those flanks, and 7 Spades is going to punish him for it once again.
It's the yellow stairs. Chips Guac, they're trying their damnedest to get control of this entire area, but 7 Spades, they're not giving it to him, and Noski picking up yet his 2nd kill of the round. Zest out of the game. It's going to be all up to Rudy. Yeah, this is going to be it.
Oh, no. Quick shots, but it's going to be the
a
hell of a headshot, but a quick trade coming through from Motive. And once again, playing off of these same angles, supporting angles work, guys. This is fantastic team play coming out from 7 Spades.
This is what you're saying, though. Every time someone dies on 7 Spades, they're close enough or in proximity for another player
It's because they have the calls. That's why. If you notice out a lot, especially with younger teams, the info isn't there because a lot of the times they don't give the call until they're already dead. Maestro was calling out Nomad Yellow, Nomad Yellow. As she's moving up, he goes, okay, I can either pressure her from underneath and go for the flank, but if Maestro dies, I'm screwed because now I have the low ground, Anakin, all right? So, but instead, he rotates over, knows that deployable shield is inside a flag, rotates up spiral to the safer angle, and he knows, especially at that timer, that Rudy has to pressure yellow.
Yes.
Free kill, they end up winning yet another round. That's 4 rounds straight, and they will continue down that line, man, because right now, Motive's 7-0. The man has not died yet. Impressive rounds overall. He's been flexing to everything.
I have a question. Oh, Motive 7-0. I didn't even realize
playing mute, playing Mira. He's been flexing all over.
He's been versatile. So, the battle was started and it ended on yellow stairs.
Yes.
Why was that the main point of focus and Chips Guac weren't really attacking for anywhere else? Because they kept pushing one by one, and everybody died. Most of the deaths were on yellow stairs.
You are getting so good at this.
Okay.
You're getting so good.
I'm casting with the god himself.
Oh, shut up.
No, but seriously, no, it's a real question I have because I keep seeing these one point of attacks and
it's like smacking
opening it up.
It's like smacking your head into the same brick wall over and over again and wondering why it's not breaking, right? So with that, they're using the utility early on. That was their means of attack. There's two ways to attack. Well, two standard ways to attack console office. You either do an east to west clear, which starts over inside of admin, and you clear across, try and get the wall open. But Chips and Guac recognize out, hey, we don't have Habana, or they don't want to play Habana, and therefore they're going to have to go for a yellow take. So they try for the yellow take, and that ends up failing as well. Now, why did it fail? It's because you did not have any utility to watch your flanks. And they get punished once again for not respecting the roam presence that 7 Spades been giving. They did it the first round. They got rid of the roamers in the first 2 rounds, and it just came down to site presence and rotations and just quick thinking by 7 Spades that ended up beating Chips and Guac. But every time it's just like they come up just short. It's not that Chips and Guac are really making massive errors. It's just that the little errors that they are making, 7 Spades is capitalizing on.
So when they took admin office, they almost won those rounds. So the moment they switch it up, oh my God, Sonar picking up, and Billboard gets bopped upside the head. He had no idea where the shot was coming from. Quick, easy kill coming in from 7 Spades. But we'll break down that round later on. But it's interesting. 7 Spades they're Chips and Guac. They're frustrated and starting to show with their strategy. And now as they try something new, we have Motive looking to rack up yet another kill and drop it down the hatch. He's going to go ahead and not die this round. He's looking to be perfect so far. And Michael and Sophia's going to peek down towards Garage, and Sonar's flirting with danger. It doesn't matter. He's going to get a headshot. Michael's out the game. And Zest able to clean up right after that kill. I did not expect that at all.
That's a good night if I've ever seen one. Throw's going to continue to tack on, and Chips and Guac are falling apart. He can just put the bandit batteries down now. There's nothing really he can do. It's Rudy. It's Zest. That's all that remains of this Chips and Guac roster. Rudy will eventually find a frag, but again, still a long road ahead of them. Only 52 seconds left for Chips and Guac in this round to possibly do something. And again, it's off the back of this roam game. And 7 Spades is playing it too. Oh my goodness gracious. A quick pre-fire by Throw. And that's just going to be literally effortless. Nosk going to rotate upstairs to be able to handle it. Actually, no, he got it from the top of Black Car, actually.
What is the chance this is a 7-0? Chat, I need you to know I'm looking at you guys right now.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think there's going to be a 7-0.
Put a 1 in the chat if it's a 7-0. If you're going to try to be edgy and think that Chips and Guac are going to go ahead and win a round, let me see what you got to say. I'm going to see some real predictions in the chat right now, okay?
Yeah, because
7 Spades currently up 5-0, and man.
All right, so let's break some things down.
Okay.
So the reasons that 7 Spades is being so successful right now with these rounds that have been happening is because of their ability to play things safe. They get their initial picks and they immediately rotate out. Sonar got a pick off of Billboard, just not really respecting that Sonar was going to continue to be aggressive on that window. It happens. Again, it's very hard, especially when you don't play against teams very often. Chipsy Guac has played against 7 Spades twice. They played against them last week and this week. So therefore, you know they're not going to be scrimming each other. So recognizing that out, you know that you more or less just have to go off of your gut and what you think is going to happen. Sonar is getting aggressive in a lot of instances where someone will more than likely fall behind. An air jab happens, you go, okay, they have the information on me, I'm going to move. Sonar didn't. So he ends up getting that pick. Immediately rotates back down to side. They have the pick that they need. Mira stays up top to try and still have some map pressure, but then falls back, right?
Yeah.
Still aggressive plays by Sonar. Recognizes out, hey, we already got the man count advantage. If I'm able to pick off Thermite or able to get another kill and get traded out, that's absolutely fine, man. That's all that we need. So, continuing on down the line, they just played the trade game to a T. Chips and Guac still falls down to being down man advantage because 7 Spades is just playing trades extremely well. And then it comes down to that backbone that we saw in the first 2 rounds. Because if you guys remember, the very first 2 rounds of this game, 7 Spades lost both of the roamers almost immediately every single time. And it worked out for them beautifully. They didn't really need anything. Chips and Guac had all the presence in the world to try and get on the site, and 7 Spades still found a way out. Whether it was just not recognizing out that, hey, the members inside of the site still have feet, they can rotate out of the site, rotate up spiral and punish us, or what have you. It's more or less in Chips and Guac's court to try and fix this right now.
And the saddest thing about this is whenever Chips and Guac has a chance, with the EOD coming out from line, by the way, 7 Spades, their late round flanks have been king so far.
Oh, yeah.
But
and it's been off of the site as well.
Yeah,
it's not like there's some roamer that wasn't droned out. It's that they're just not respecting the roam game. And it's Consulate, baby. There's so many staircases that you can rotate from. And that's what they're punishing them off of.
Yeah, I agree. Look at Motive holding things down to Admin. He's going to back him momentarily, but Michael is going to go ahead and get those.
They brought everything in the kitchen sink for Rumors right now.
They brought
Nomad, Jackal, and Lion. They're so freaking fed up with him, man. They're just like, please get off of my game. Just stop.
Hey, hopefully it works. The S7ven Spades are currently perfect so far, but Motive has been pretty much one of the main
he downed him.
Oh, Sonar able to get the down. Okay. But I'm wondering if he knows that.
They do have a Doc, so he's definitely going to rotate back to site and have Doc try and help him out. No, never mind. Doc is all the way out and already claiming frags. Billboard once again going to get hurt outside. This man's going to be able to rotate all the way over back to yellow and get picked up. That was the line that got down. He's going to be back up to 20 HP. Nasi's going to be able to rotate back in safely, and Sonar's actually hold his angle up top as well, making sure that he will be safe. The EE1D not going to work again, so that recognizes out that Sonar knows Lion got picked back up inside of Tellers. Now they have to try and get aggressive on site, though. They know 2 people are currently off, but still presence on the mid floor. Nos with a quick shot, will down the Jackal. It's going to be Motive, though, on the other end of things to pick up Zest. Michael's down, so that means it's 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going to be all left up to Rudy. Michael's still down, and it's going to be a quick rotate. 7 Spades once again. This roam presence being able to play off of each other so quickly. It's working out so damn well, man.
All right, so the best play I've seen tonight. Sonar's over. He's in between bathroom and piano, okay? He hears an audio cue. I know he heard him because I heard him loud as day. He heard the player outside the window at piano. He made that call out. Noski jumped out a window, and he had to run out instead of Sonar. And he was able to pick up that clean kill, roll back in to yellow stairs, heal up his teammate. They went on to win the game. 7 Spades, man. Just this teamwork is out of control. I love it. I love it. Sonar and Noski together, by the way, their synergy stands out more than anybody.
Yeah, and I think the thing is here is that, like, guys, we can sit here and we can praise 7 Spades all day because they're playing a fantastic game right now.
Yeah.
But if anything, if this is any call sign to anyone at home, is that the Dark Zero game was not a fluke. These guys know how to play Siege. They're doing a very good job of it. And again, it's not even off of their pure talent. It's just off of their information game, man.
Yeah.
So a long time ago, the infamous, or actually just say famous, he's not really infamous, Pengu said something that G2 does. I mean, this is what this man said.
I love you, Pengu.
Yeah, I think it's something that everyone can abide by, especially inside of a comp setting. If you are not close enough to be to your teammate within 5 seconds to capitalize on something that either they error up on or they need help with, you're too far away from your team.
That's a smart guy.
And that's exactly what 7 Spades has been doing. They've been close enough to capitalize on whatever issue one of their teammates is handling.
Yeah.
And it's worked out. It's you know what?
It's a buddy system, man.
They've got it. Hey, you know what? Just I got to get one in. They've got it in spades right now. Let me tell you.
Oh, Chips and Guac look like they got it from Qdoba and that Chipotle right now. Still winless, looking to win their first round. They've been up the first 3 rounds, unable to close out because of 7 Spades' ability to clutch it out. Let's see if they finally have an answer for Motives, Sonar, and the rest of the guys on this roster. Now, frag grenade coming in from Noski, unable to pick up a kill, but a drone is going to come out. Throw is looking to dominate the admin office area, but before he moves right in, he's taking a look at footsteps and a little bit of pre-fire coming in. He's not going to see anybody there, so the admin office is going to be given to him. Chips and Guac, they've relinquished that entire area of the map, and 7 Spades, they're able to roam right on in. This is their house.
A Billboard going to start things off right on defense this time around as Motive will fall, so no IQ picked up. And 7 Spades is now on offense for you guys at home. I know it's been very quick, but Chips and Guac is now on defense. Guarding console office first, so no Habana picked up for 7 Spades either, so as we talked about earlier, going to make things a little bit more difficult on flag hallway, but they'll be able to establish the long angle. That's over admin looking into projector. Throw going to rotate downstairs now. They need to try and find some other pastures to hunt through, because right now it's coming up pretty barren. Throw recognizing out that the hatch is open now. He does have one person down on his floor. It's going to be Zesty inside a piano. Oh no, quick moves here. Who's going to win it out? It's going to be Zest. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. Crouch bounce helping him out, not getting his head removed. It's going to be quite a bit of health as now Motive and Throw have both fallen down. Going to open up the top, quick nade over. Already burned the ADSs with those EMPs of Meme, but it'll be Sonar to equalize.
All right, looking at a 4v3. Chipsy Guac getting ever yet so closer to her first round 1 so far. But stacking up in the bathroom area, Meme is going to peek on over. They know that the pressure and the presence is coming from the window. And now he's going in for the kill. Oh, looks away at the wrong time, and Temper's going to go ahead and punish him for that. So, with that intel currently being given, that's unfortunate. This is a matter of seconds. The fact that he looked away wasn't able to do that. But with a flashbang coming in, Sonar's going to pick up a kill to pick things up for his teammates. So with a little bit of pre-fire coming in, he's unaware that there's presence to the left side of this doorway. Sonar picking up yet his second kill of the round, and some gunfire coming in from underneath. Mean is going to pick up one as well. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Stokes, things are heating up.
Man, they're playing off of each other so well, putting pressure on Flag Hallway to make sure that no one can get any grasp on Sonar. He didn't see that black eye camera, though, behind him, and Zest is downstairs still with that Nitro Cell. They will eliminate that. Only 15 seconds left. They have to make a choice. They have to pick exactly where to push. They're going to try and frag out Main and switch sights, though, as he moves into Projector, plays a tight angle, but ends up taking down Sonar. It's only left up to one, but it's going to be Bill to put a nail in their first round here on Consulate.
They did it. They won. All right, so
they were playing off of each other so beautifully there, man.
Billboard and, the boys on that squad, they were able to pick up their first round, and hopefully they could turn it back around. 7 Spades last time they were on USN. They fell victim of a comeback victory. So, hey, it's not like we haven't seen this before. So this can be it. Trips of Guac. Once again, I've said it many times before, and this is the exact same scenario. They have to play perfect. 5 straight to bring it to overtime, and then, hey, you're going to have to win 2 on top of that. So,
got to recreate magic for sure. And Chips and Guac, though, first defensive round, looking pretty strong, especially with that last round where it came down to that 2v2. They were playing it smart. Still kept the smoke up top, but 7 Spades were really, really close. All it took was that kill onto Billboard, but Billboard played it out to a T.
So, I genuinely want to know. So, Chips and Guac, they haven't picked Kaid or Bandit. They're playing Garage. Would you want to battle out Sonar when it comes to that Bandit tricking battle to slow them down from coming into Garage? Or is this a strategy that's that we see from time to time?
All right.
So in my opinion, I would believe that their presence off site is going to have to be phenomenal. So it's going to be all up to the roam presence. They're really going to have to carry the load of this.
Well, the thing is that they didn't bring anybody really to roam with. Like, you can roam Duke, you can roam Rook, you can roam Doc, you can roam Mute, but you're not going to put Smoke or Maestro off a site. That's just not what you want to do. If I had to just spitball right now and tell you what they're going to do, is that they're going to try and put as much pressure onto Garage as possible. They're bringing 3 ACOGs.
Put it down, ACOG, get out. Yes.
Yeah. When they got the ACOG brothers going for spawn peaks. They're trying to get some early presence. Again, this is grasping at straws right now.
I agree. All right, so here we are. Very last round. It could be for Chips and Guac. So coming in against 7 Spades, who are currently on attack, and the Thermite having no direct counter. He's going to be able to open up the right side of that garage door. And Maestro is going to go ahead and get pinged out as he's going to retreat. It's just going to be Michael and Billboard watching this entire area. So, if 7 Spades go ahead and they overload this front garage door, they can get this plant down. There's no presence on the yellow stairs at all, by the way.
Oh, quick trades coming through from each team. Rudy Fall as well as the Thatcher, but really don't need Thatcher anymore. Main's already done his job, but Sonar's quickly going to catch a bullet as well. So one of the ACOG brothers has already fallen, but appears that the ACOGs still are alive as well, especially with the likes of Michael. Already taking quite a bit of damage, but found some kills in return. 7 Spades now. Needs to try and find how to get a diffuser down here. Still plenty of denial. Have all the toxic babes of smoke as well as a nitro cell, and always those evil eyes can be a nuisance. Do have 2 frag grenades that can possibly get rid of those. No ADSs to try and counter that out either. So as they're trying to find yet another pick to try and get some presence on site, they do have to worry about this verticality as well, as they do have temper upstairs on the Mute, and quick shots coming through. Frag grenade not going to meet its mark, as Michael's not going to take a hint of damage, but Noska definitely will. Going to get rid of as much utility as possible at the front of Garage to try and handle the situation, as Motive has now rotated up into Piano.
All right, and Says moving in, filling his buddies momentarily. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. Utility not being a major factor for Chips.
Oh!
Wow, Throw getting a nice headshot. It's going to be all of the gun skill, and Throw is showing that he's going to have it on his end. But still presence over in Piano and a little bit of slow gameplay. 7 Spades opening things up from up top. They're making life hell for Chips and Guac.
Yeah, again, falling down early, but
they're in such an uncomfortable position.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 7 Spades in the uncomfortable position, man down, and Chips and Guac is getting a little bit too antsy and peeking out when they really didn't need to. Michael needed to stay up there. to keep not only that Aldo alive, but also keep everything else up. They do still have a Nitro Cell as well as Toxic Babes to use. Is he going to stick it? He's going to stick through it, and he's going to live and be able to secure it. He's going to go down, but all that he needs is that diffuser. It's now all on the defense to try and make this thing happen. Nosk, not very much health, but he's playing it out to a T. Has the ACOG to try and win things out as Smoke is dancing with death right now. Quick shots come through, and it's going to be quite a bit of damage done, but nothing fatal just yet. Temper's still having quite a bit of health. Moto's going to rotate down, and Moto's actually, he's diffusing right now. Moto's going to have to try and get aggressive. He takes down the Smoke. It's going to be all up to Temper, and this is looking like the last round. It's going to be the SMG-11 to try to win it out. He gets caught out by the Toxic, by the stun, but it's not going to matter. Nosk has his cross. He has to win out this gunfight. Quick moves. Has to try and defuse, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Nosk's going to secure the kill. 7 Spades, 7-1. Very impressive game by them. Because again, look, even in that last round, they're down man. They're down man, right? No panic. Take things slow. Yep. What do we need? We need piano control. Okay. If we have piano control, we know we have yellow control. Okay.
Yes.
All they have is a Nitro Cell and Toxic Babes to try and stop us. All right, awesome.
That's fine.
We're going to try and get this established upstairs. We're going to establish these vertical angles, make it to where it's extremely hard to play behind white van, pipes, everywhere that you're going to want to rotate to on the defense, and then we're going to try and put this diffuser down. And if he throws it late enough, just stick it because we have to get this down. The time's now winding down. We cannot play, back and forth with these Toxic Babes of Billboard.
Yeah.
So Zofia put her life on the line so that somebody could try and pull off a 2 versus 3 at the time.
Yeah.
And it ended up working out.
It worked out.
Because they had the angles. Nosk had no health. No health on the buck, man. Absolutely none.
No.
And that's, again, 1 health in a dream. And it ended up working out for him. All off of the back of Zofia's efforts to go, hey, I'm just going to stick it. We need to get this diffuser down. We have to make the play. And overall, just an extremely good showing by 7 Spades. I definitely think they're going to give Rise Nation a run for their money.
But everything that you just said basically amounted to the fact that 7 Spades, everybody had trust for their immediate teammate to the right or whoever was in their proximity. Being able to go ahead and risk your life to put down the plant, having players that aren't selfish, that's willing to die to make sure the objective goes down, is big. You put your pride and ego to the side, and you have to understand that your teammates are going to have your back. But the piano presence coming in from 7 Spades was just dominant. Chips and Guac, throwing out that type of strategy could have paid off if the spawn peaks worked, the ACOG brothers went off. They were up in numbers, they had a chance to win, but at the end of the day, the gunfights towards the end did not work out at all, and 7 Spades came out on top. But yeah, Motive was an absolute animal, man, to start off the game. He really set the tone, and the late flanks coming in from 7 Spades and the trades, they won that outright. It wasn't close at all.
It was just lack of flank watch by Chips and Guac. And the funny thing is like the first 2 rounds, they were able to handle the roam game extremely easily. Like, no problem, didn't even take any damage handling them.
Yeah.
And then after those is like, all of a sudden 7 Spades woke up, and we're just able to decimate Chips and Guac. I mean, it was almost like Chips and Guac needed to continue with the Nomad gridlock play because it's almost like they didn't want to watch their flanks and ended up just picking them apart because of that. Some aggressive plays by Nosk and was able to get back inside and continued on inside of round 6, being able to find quite a few kills, including this one right here. Hell of a shot, able to find almost 3 kills in that round. Jack was able to get up later on, but nevertheless, Chips and Guac, might be time to go back to the drawing board and just your op selections overall, because again, you have to respect that roam game. 7 Spades is going to force you to respect that roam game, and when it comes down to the site, you're going to need that execute utility as well. Maybe switch up the ops a little bit, bring a little bit more utility to try and, pan out over the entire round. Because what it seemed like really to me on their offensive sets is that they didn't bring a lot of site execution utility, and it ended up punishing them in those first 2 rounds.
Yeah, it was. So 7 Spades, they went off of pure dominance when it came to slaying power within the first 3 rounds. And after that, it was just a strategic game. Everything that Chips and Guac threw at them, they had a counter for. When they tried to go yellow stairs, they dominated that. When they tried to go admin office, yeah, they let them have one side of it. Then after that, the late flank started coming out towards yellow stairs, and they ran this map, and they won 7, what was it, 7-1?
7-1, yeah.
All right, so 7-0, 7-1. Next game was going to go 7-2.
Oh my God. Anyways.
But do we have the MVPs ready by any chance? Yeah, we're getting it together.
Yeah.
But Sonar and Nas, man, just the teamwork coming from them. They were the real standouts. Going against Rice Nation, you're going to have to bring that and more, but taking a look at the stats, Motive was on top, though, 10-3.
Well, here's the thing. You guys, Actually, that's Rise Nation's logo. But anyways, I got confused there for like 2 seconds. Like, wait just a minute. Anyways, look at the kill spread, all right, between the two teams. It's not that varying, but the scoreline was extremely varying, okay?
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that S7ven Spades was just playing things better. It's not that Chips and Guac weren't finding kills. We saw it happen a lot where it was coming down to 2v2s, 2v1s, 2v3s.
That wasn't an issue.
You know? Yeah, it wasn't the kills. It was just that they were just not aware of map pressure. And that's really where S7ven Spades were finding it all. And as you said, with late flanks and stuff like that, that stuff can't happen. When you have map pressure and you're going for site control, you have to force them into, again, I'm going to refer to this all the time, so you guys better get used to it. The box. You have to keep them inside of that box. If you let one side of that if you let something pierce that or leave one gap, they're going to find a way out. And that's exactly what happened with Motive as Mute that one round. He was able to rotate all the way up in piano, and this guy just goes, "Why are you here?"
Free roam.
You want to know why? Because you guys brought Gridlock and a Nomad, and nobody put a single damn thing
They didn't make a
on
difference
Spiral.
in the game. Yeah.
They didn't. Well, they did. They did because eventually they forced, especially in the first round, they forced the roamers back upstairs because they recognized out early, okay, they got a Gridlock and Nomad. There's literally no point in us being down here. Like, there's nothing we can really do. We can maybe try and stop a rotation if they try and come yellow if we stay down here, but we're way better up top and just hold yellow from actually yellow.
You're such a great analyst, and you're good at breaking stuff down. I love it.
Thanks, cutie.
All right, so... Okay, so actually we're going to jump into an interview, but that's not going to happen. But to me, it was all about piano. How many times do we see, how many times do we see Chips and Guac try to go near piano and then they just got wiped out? It was insane. I love watching that play. But now we have the interview ready, so let's jump right into it. Let's go to my one. Who's this going to be? Naski, what's going on, man? How you doing? Congratulations.
Thanks, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. That's a cute cat behind you. I'm a dog person, but yeah. So, Naski, you guys won. One thing that Stokes and I harped on about over and over again was your teamwork with Sonar. You guys have such synergy, such great chemistry. It seemed like whenever one player went down on your team, another player was there to make up for it. What would you have to say about the chemistry on your squad?
Well, we've been together for like 6 months as a team, and our roamers have been playing together for a long time yet. We've been together for 6 months as a team, and that's pretty good, knowing that we're not like in CL or like PL, right? So like, our roamers do really well together because they have a lot of chemistry, basically.
Yeah. So one of the highlights for me was the fact that Sonar, he was over in piano. He made a call out that he heard somebody outside piano window, I'm guessing, because immediately you jumped down and you were able to get that kill. The trades were on point. You guys were able to get a lot of late flanks. You guys frustrated Chips and Guac. They couldn't get in piano. Yellow Stairs were dominated by you guys. Was this just outright that easy for you guys? Because when it came to strategy, you guys were on top of it.
Well, we played them the first time on Consulate about last week, I think, and we won like 7-5, but I had like a really bad game, and Rudy just went off. He dropped like 17 kills against us. We were pretty confident going into this game that we were going to play even better, because I'm usually like playing well, and I played really bad the game.
Okay, so listen, you played extremely well now. You have to go against Rise Nation. You have some real gunners on that squad. What worries you guys most about them?
They like to get first picks a lot because Tracken likes to solo push, and like they have a lot of good fraggers on their team. So we just have to make sure that we stay alive early, and we'll be all right.
All right, so that's pretty much it for the day. Anything you want to say to your fans in the chat? Because a lot of people love watching your dominance on that last game.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, if you're trying to join a team, I would recommend staying together because you're just going to play so much better and you'll have more potential.
Thank you, Nosk. I love you.
Stokes and I was just talking about that earlier on today, but congratulations. Wish you guys the best of luck for this final matchup, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right, you too, man.
All right. All right, so...
What else can be said, man?
So,
that's what you need. Like, look.
It's so important, man.
You have to stay together as a team. Just because it's 2 weeks in, you're like, oh, dude, we can't play. Like, dude, that's like getting a new girlfriend and just being like, nah, that's fine. Like, we won't figure anything out. It's fine. Right. Get rid of her. Like, and whatever.
How many times have we seen the same team but different rosters on USN? There's no consistency, man.
Well, you want to throw one right out there right now? Billboard. He just moved from Hat.
Yeah.
Hat was together for a couple of months, if I remember correctly. If I know the timeline right. Again,
that was actually a really good roster.
Yeah, you know, but things happen. You know what I mean? That's the other thing you got to account for. You can't just stick together. If it's like if it's a toxic relationship, you got to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just finding the right blend of guys where you go, I can put up with your bull if you put up with my bull. You know what I mean? So
you're not always going to get along, but let's go ahead and jump right into the MVP. Stokes, you go ahead and go first.
I get to go first? I'm gonna leave it to a mystery. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? Let's put this up.
He really doesn't remember.
I do remember, though.
Okay. Then who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
You guys are really going to put this motive.
He forgot.
I did not forget. I did not forget. I never forget. It's motive with a 10-3 and a 75% cost, dude. And he's 1-1 on an open. Oh no, he's -1 on.
He's -1. Yeah.
I tried.
But that doesn't even matter because he was 10-3.
No, it was definitely motive though. Motive was insane. Those lit flanks were coming in huge. It was just, him and mean both start with the same letters. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, it's motive or mean. I got a 50-50 shot. I'm just gonna wait for it. It's fine. But no, Motive was definitely the MVP for me on that game because of his late flanks and just his ability to adapt. If they needed something done, Motive was there to be able to pick up the mantle and make things happen. So that is why he is my MVP for the match.
All right, so my MVP, I'm going to be outright with it. It's going to be my man Sonar.
I knew it was going to be Sonar.
So it's Sonar for a reason.
Yeah.
His stats weren't the best. I believe he was on the bottom for his team. Last time I saw him, he was on top for his team, so I don't care about kills. It's the fact that Sonar has such a presence in piano. Sonar was the main guy in piano. Whenever you heard a footstep, he was able to peek out the piano window and be able to pick up a kill or two. The jump outs were phenomenal. But his communication and always having his teammates' backs were most important to me. If you ever, pick up the pattern that I do, whenever I pick my MVP, it's rarely the top fragger, shout England. It's mostly the support players and the players that make the biggest impact when it comes to not being in gunfights. Communication, trades, all of that stuff means the most to me. But next match we have coming up, it's going to be S7ven Spades and Rise Nation, the final game of the day. So we're going to go to a short break for all of you beautiful people in the chat. Stick tight because we have a big one coming up. We'll see you soon.